Another difficult issue that sometimes comes up is what happens when somebody comes in and offers to buy the company? How would Lewis Tree Service respond to that? I mean, obviously, if you go to the trustees, you're going to have management people who might or might not lose their jobs, or might not get bonuses. If you go to the board of directors of the company, you still have some management people on there, and you might have a situation where the officers of the company have become pretty close to management. What kind of procedure would Lewis Tree Service use to deal with an unsolicited offer that was substantial?
A few years ago, we addressed that question and actually developed a written policy on how we would handle offers that were to come in from the outside to buy the company. And the way that essentially would work is that the offers would first usually go to management, because management is usually the contact people that these outside people would have. If the management, in accordance with the policy, felt that the offer was serious and that the offer was substantial enough that it be brought forward, it then would be brought to the attention of the board of directors. I mean, again, there's very specific guidance for the officers as far as what considers to be a substantial offer, a serious offer, and so forth. And those that then would become to the attention of the board of directors. It would be then up to the board of directors then to act on that from the standpoint of what their recommendation would be to approve the offer or to decline the offer. But once they've approved the offer, it would then go to the board of trustees, who would make the final decision on whether or not the stock would actually be sold.
And under certain circumstances, under the law, the trustees would have to allow employees to vote on the issue, right?
Absolutely. If it met the criteria for the pass-through vote, then the individual employees would be able to vote in accordance with what the law is from the standpoint of the pass-through voting. Certainly, I think that it's my belief that if the board of directors were to approve an offer to buy the company, it's very likely that the board of trustees would probably appoint an institutional trustee at that point, because there certainly would potentially be a conflict of interest there for the internal trustees. I think it's very likely, for the purposes of that transaction, that they would appoint an institutional trustee who would then work through the process.